intruders and the elements. I remember two thoughts about the long, wet walk home that morning. It was hard to breathe, and I felt utterly alone, except for Naomi. Do you have a friendship you know will last a lifetime? Do you trust someone completely with everything you have, everything you are? When I married my husband several years ago, I did not know that when I gave my life to the God of Israel, I was also deciding to trust his people. That's what she taught me. Often in the face of past disappointments, I felt I had adequate reason to give up trust in God. What fair-minded person would have blamed me for taking my future in my own hands that day at my husband's grave? I am young, widowed, have no land, and no way to earn a living. I was not born into the faith of my husband and felt no natural part of it. Yet returning to my father's house was unthinkable. Some in my family scoffed at my decision to leave Moab with my mother-in-law, reminding me that Naomi was not the most engaging friend to me in the beginning. I'll admit, there were days when I felt alone and neglected. But I saw past Naomi's disillusion and bitterness as I reminded myself that she too faced many changes in her life. Changes that caused her to see only a present and empty future. God was working in her life despite her discouragement. Our journey began. Day by day, we learned to depend on God for our survival. Are you all right? I asked her one afternoon when she was unusually quiet. Fine, she replied. I'm fine. I knew better because I know her. After a momentary silence, she spoke her mind, insisting firmly that my sister-in-law and I turn back and go home to live with our mothers. She cried bitterly, opening a window of sorrow and pain and mother love. I stood my ground. She knew I meant business when I said, do not force me to leave you, and do not make me go home. For where you go, I'll go, and where you live, I'll live. Your people are my people, and your God is my God. Where you die, I'll die, and that is where I'll be buried. So help me God. Not even death itself is going to come between us. Naomi looked up and smiled of assurance. I hold a permanent place in her family. She is my trusted friend. And unlike my sister-in-law, Orpah, I will not be dissuaded. I am committed to this relationship no matter what. I must be on my way now, but before I go, may I encourage you today? God can see beyond the heartache and the struggle. He will never abandon you even when you feel you are all alone. We arrive in Bethlehem in a few days, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, one a Hebrew and one Moabite journeying together. And who knows what unexpected blessings lay ahead. Surely the best is yet to come.